We just gotta end whoever it is. Much love and respect. Alright. Who's watching this broadcast? Who are you? Who are you? I need to know. Alright, Old-Town, come on, baby. Bobby Bouchard.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And the Huskers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best.
Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Got it in the middle, it's Parrish. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
On the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Adams. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Made a defender miss. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Keeps looking downfield. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Husker! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. And the Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the option. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He breaks a tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Lofts one high and deep. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The groupers send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Racing to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Parrish. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Craig. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Handoff to the fullback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
And the groupers have their offense in high gear. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Turning it on. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Third down play from the gun. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Chandler. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The groupers line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
To the air, it's Hurley. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Slithers into space. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. Moving out of the pocket. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Little. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just... with notable.
And the groupers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. It's complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Adams. Flips it out on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously...
There he goes! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! A great catch and run for 6.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Craig. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Off play action. That's reeled in at Sheffield. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Dances away. Slings it downfield. Working on the right. Snowed under by the defense. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They believe in a large 4-down territory, and they go for it on 4th and short from the 47. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Inside the 25. Turning it on. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Give to the running back. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The groupers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Cornhuskers. Great job by the back on the option.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chandler. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the groupers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Back to throw, it's Adams. Gets it to him on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Buying some time. Right on the money. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.